30 minutes now.
On 2.
We're with you on 2.
Okay, we have the small camera routed from the Node 3 camera here through up into the cupola if you wanted to watch on the little mini cam.
Yeah, we'd like that. We'll bring that down to the ground. Thanks very much, Chris.
Thanks, and this is a good chance just to check that. I think I have the AVIU set up right, but have a look whenever you like.
Okay, thank you. Station Houston on Space to Ground 2 for Tom and Chris for robotics.
And you said, Kate, go ahead on 2.
Yeah, we are go for you to perform step 1 in 1.602. That's the Dragon departure monitoring card.
Happy we're there on 1.602, step 1.
Good feedback, thank you. Station Houston on Space to Ground 2 for Chris for camera routing. Yeah, Chris, we tried to route it. We didn't actually get a picture down for the camera. So I remember Kevin had some issues with the AVIU if you want to try that, but this is, kind of in the weeds if you need to be helping Tom out. No big worries.
Yeah, we'll get to it here in a minute, but thank you.
Okay, great. No pressure.
And Houston Station on 2. Dragon is providing LiDAR filter data. The strobe light is easily visible, and the CCP LED status is as per the Q card.
Okay, copy all, Tom. Thanks very much.
So Dragon and the International Space Station continuing to fly together there with Dragon on the end of the station's robotic arm. That vehicle there is now just 6 hours away from being in the water of the Pacific Ocean, about 214 miles off the coast of Baja, California. The Expedition 35 crew, namely Tom Marshburn and Chris Hadfield, are working through the procedures to get ready to release this vehicle, coming up in about 26 minutes.
resolution for that mini cam on the AVIU. I have it in 75. If I toggle it to high Z, do you think that'll help?
Checking. And Chris, it should be in 75. The power select switch should be high, and the sync video switch should be in video.
Yep, I double-checked all those already. It is all those things. I'm just going to cycle the switches once, and if it works, it works.
Okay, thanks.
Here's a live view inside the cupola. Chris Hadfield there on the right, Tom Marshburn there on the left, taking some photos of themselves, looks like, there while they have the chance. A release is coming up just a few minutes from now when Dragon will be unhitched from the station's robotic arm. Both Hadfield and Marshburn will be the ones to pull the trigger on it, and the rest of it will be up to the SpaceX team as they send commands to back Dragon away from the International Space Station and head it on its way.
And we've got a mini cam view. Thank you.
This is Mission Control Houston, now just 20 minutes away from the release time for the SpaceX Dragon vehicle. Again, there's going to be 3 departure burns that will take place in fairly rapid succession after Dragon is actually released from the arm. Release time is 5:56. The first departure burn is a minute later at 5:57. Second departure burn is at 5:59. There will be a maneuver to spin Dragon around at 6:05, and then third and final departure burn will take place at 6:06. At that point, Dragon will cross the keep-out sphere, the imaginary line around the International Space Station's vicinity, and will be on its way. Deorbit burn is scheduled for 10:42 and 33 seconds. Splashdown 214 miles to the west of Baja California in the Pacific Ocean, 11:34 and 56 seconds, that is Central Time. Tom Marshburn there on the left and Chris Hadfield there on the right, as well as their colleague Roman Romanenko, have a few more weeks left on board the International Space Station as part of Expedition 35. Their landing is coming up in the middle of May. As we mentioned before, Pavel Vinogradov, Alexander Mazurk, and Chris Cassidy, their three soon-to-be fellow crew members as part of Expedition 35, are down on the ground at the Baikonur Cosmodrome getting ready to launch this Thursday. They will stay on board until September, and then they will be joined at the end of May by a brand new crew, Fyodor Yurchikhin, Luca Parmitano, and Karen Nyberg. This will be the fourth flight for Yurchikhin. It'll be the first flight for Parmitano, and the second flight for Karen Nyberg after she flew the STS-124 mission. So they will launch at the end of May and then stay on board until November sometime, at which point they will come home. So these crews continue to rotate on board the International Space Station. It's going to be a very